one, so I kind of want to go over some frequently asked questions, things that I've seen other wire creators and jewelry makers get asked a lot. And that's kind of what we're just going to go over today. This should be a very, very short video. I just want to get the information out there. First question is, are the stones that you use real? As far as I know, all of the stones that I use are real. I try to buy from reputable sources, both on Etsy and other selling platforms. And I research the store that I'm buying from, whether it's on Amazon or Etsy or, actual website. My best, and try to use my discretion there as to whether or not the store is worth buying from or not. Where do I get stones from? I get stones from a lot of different places. Like I said before, I use Etsy a lot, especially for my cabs that I wrap. For beads, I have one site that I actually really like to do. They used to be a local shop, but they moved states. It's called Tejas Beads. And I'm sure that if you are into any sort of jewelry wrapping or anything of your own, you've probably seen ads for them on Facebook and stuff like that. I know I do. Like I said, Etsy. I get some things from Amazon, but I like to really look at the sellers and their reviews and things like that before I purchase from there. Same thing with Etsy. There's a local shop here in the DFW area, that's Dallas-Fort Worth, called, I believe it's called the Rock Barrel. And I've gone out there a few times, but that's a bit of a drive for me. I'm a little bit rural, so I don't go out there as much as I would like to, but I've gotten some really fantastic beads out there. The next question is, where do I get my wire wrapping supplies? My biggest supplier for wire is, I've bought my sterling silver wire. I believe I bought from an Etsy shop called Creating in Common. It's based out of Texas and or Missouri. I don't know if they've got two places that they sell from, or if they were based in Texas and they moved, kind of like Tejas Beads did. And I get copper wire usually from Craft Wire USA or Copper Wire USA. They sell through Amazon. I get Prime delivery, so I go ahead and order through Amazon, but it comes directly from them usually. Do I use tutorials? Yes and no. I've watched some tutorials to get some ideas, but mostly I just try to wrap the stone and go with the flow of the stone and everything, and not use a tutorial. Here soon I'm going to try and do some wire weaving, some more intricate things, so I will probably start following some tutorials for a little while until I can get, the basis and the skills to do those things on my own. Are my products durable? Yes. Yes, they are. I'm actually going to pull one out real quick and show you. This is one of my pendants, and whenever I wrap it, whenever I finish wrapping it, I like to do a vigorous shake test to make sure that the stone is set in and nothing's going to fall apart. I also check on the back for anything that could catch on clothes. My bracelets, I actually do a tug test on those to make sure that they're not going to easily break, when they're, just generally snagged on something from, normal everyday wear and tear. I have 4 bracelets that I wear, and I don't actually have them on right now. I'm kind of disappointed in myself, but I wear those at work. I work as a stalker, S-T-O-C-K-E-R, for those that were wondering. So I'm moving around a lot. I'm taking products out of shelves, taking products out of boxes to put them on shelves and everything. And, you know, those I wear fairly regularly and they have not broken on me yet. I try to do my best to make sure that I make something that's quality that's going to last a person a long time. Do I coat my products with anything? Yes, I do. So far, I've used the Renaissance wax, which is a coating that'll help prevent tarnishing and oxidation. And for like with copper, it should help keep the pendants from, or you know, whatever copper item I'm using, from turning your skin green or, you know, different colors and stuff like that. It is a coating. It will wear off eventually with wear. And I also have Protect Clear, which I have not started using that yet. Hopefully going to start using that pretty soon. May do one or both on my pendants. The bracelets don't get coated with anything. I try to use stuff on those that don't need to be that don't need to have a coating, like stainless steel. Stainless steel doesn't tarnish and doesn't oxidize, so I try to use those types of components for my bracelets. And for the pendants, which are copper, sterling silver, things like that, I'm gonna coat them with the Renaissance wax and the Protect Clear. And lastly, what are your terms of service, shipping policy, and return policy? Basically, it's you purchase a product. I'm going to send you a product. That's a given. I ship within 2 days usually, and I provide a tracking number. And that's for my safety as well as the customer safety, because if you can track it, you know where it is. I like that sort of knowledge and security whenever I order things, so I'm going to give that to, you know, my customers also. That being said, once it leaves my hands, it's out of my hands. You know, I can't necessarily replace something if it's been lost by the post office or, you know, whatever shipping agency. But that being said, always message me and let's see if we can work something out. I don't have a problem remaking something if I have the components for it. If not, then we can work something else. I do returns within 60 days of purchase, as long as the product is shipped back to me. And that also does cover, you know, lost in transit or whatever, as long as it's something that I can recreate. That being said, I will not replace items if they're not sent back to me. I will not refund if they're not sent back to me, because there's two reasons for that. Number one being fraud. I've seen a lot of crafters who have, well, I say sent back to me, I need at least pictures. But I've seen several crafters who have had scams and fraud and stuff like that. So I need to see the product. I need the product back so I can fix it, see where I went wrong, you know, troubleshoot what I can do better in the future, because I don't want to send out a bad product. But again, that's another thing where you message me, and if that's not possible, we can work something out. I will not refund for malicious destroying or tampering. If you purposely break something, I'm not going to refund your money. That is completely on you. And not many people have tried to do that, but that's another thing that I've seen in groups that I'm a part of. So that's not something I'm going to compensate a person for. If you break something, you bought it. I mean, that's the rule in most places you go into, and it's the same here. You break it, that's on you. And really, that's all I've got for today. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. And always, I hope you guys have a very blessed day. bye.